All right. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. What a day, what an awesome day. A beautiful day out here. Oh man, we got a little time with some word in today. Got a little time with him today. Oh man, Dr. Hall, he laid it out there, man. I had to give it to him, man. He's opening that book, and you talking about a man is feeding. We got to be ready to digest this stuff, folks. And that brings me to this right here, folks. I'm not gonna hold you too long. Hopefully, I can get in your mind on this red pill out here, folks. There's a lot of things going on out here. It's a lot happening. You can see our country and the way it's going. We need to watch what's going on down here. And like I said, like the great Sam Smith said, trust in God and check everything else. Only way sometimes you can check this, it's not going to come from this pure knowledge or education. It's going to have to come through some spiritual insight. And a lot of folks are not there yet. So if you're not there yet, you're not gonna know what to look for. The book says the demon, he's like a lion, he's looking around. And it says, watch his methods, the methodia of the situation, his schemes, his plots, his plans. Folks, we have now until November to get some things right in this political realm. We need to watch all the social media stuff we're dealing with, this news that we're dealing with, this local news and stuff, this police brutality. We need to watch. We need to check everything that's going on. Now I sent a video out there to some of my friends out here. I already got a few responses talking about conspiracy stuff, and some people they mind not open to this stuff, to evidence. But keep in mind, there's an agenda behind everything. I've been saying this for the longest. There is something greater coming. Even with the COVID-19, this pandemic, whether it's man-made or God-made, God allowed it. So we'll drop down. If it's man-made, what's its purpose? Hello? This police brutality stuff that's going on. We need to check this stuff, folks. We got to find out what's real and what's not real, and what effect it has on us. Hello? Who's working in the shadows and behind the scheme of things? What's the agenda here? I'm going to tell you something. My dad was a mason. I'll put it like this. Mason architect, put it like that. Construction mason. Hello? Clarify that. Able to do buildings and things of that nature. We were actually working on columns, stone columns, with a wall and a double-faced wall in it. So there'd be days sometimes we just cutting corners for our columns. And it didn't really make no difference if it was 2 foot, 1.5 foot. It didn't make, but the main thing was the column had to be straight. It had to be plumb. So you get a 4-foot level, and you can start out with a 2-foot level. 4 foot went from the ground on up for 4 foot up. You can work with that. Or you can use a string, as long as it's plumb, straight them down. So from a distance, my dad, he can look and tell and like, okay, is that straight? Does that look straight to you? And he'll tell you, hey, put your left on and see what it looks like. So I'll put a left on it, and you'll see it move to the left like this. Or it can be going like that. It's out of plumb. That's the terminology. It's out of plumb. So, and when it's out of plumb, you had to move your rocks, your stone, where it hit that line. So it's straight up and down. But that train, I can see it leaning out of, because he's been doing it for a long time. I couldn't see it. And sometimes you can stand back and look at it. But as you continue to do things like that, your eyes will get great on that. You can say, hey, that ain't right. Put your level on, and it can be off. But but the main thing is that wherever the height of the rock is, how big it is, the 2 corners has to hit that plumb line. It doesn't make no difference if the rock is bowled out in the middle. It doesn't matter, long as it's hitting where it's plumb. Well, one day we were out there doing it, laying it out there, and then he said, "Hey, put your level on that." And I was frustrated. It was getting hot, getting warm. I said, "Man, I can't plumb it." He said, "Boy, you can plumb a marble." And before I said, "No, you can't," I thought about it. I said, "Yeah, you can plumb a marble. How? If this is your plumb line, this is your marble right here, round. Wherever it hits that line, and you keep stacking the marble on top of each other, it's gonna be plumb. Now, long as like this, you fine. But when it starts leaning, it's out of plumb. So what I'm trying to say here, folks, Once you have a spiritual eye for things, it hits you and you can see through the garbage, the schemes, the method of the demon back here. And those who don't have the spiritual eye for things, it get pressed upon you. Then you react off of physical things, pressure, skin color, race, all kind of things. That it makes a difference. But what's the agenda behind it? Does it look real? Does it seem real, but is it real? You folks, you go back and look at this video and you analyze everything. Analyze everything. And like I said, if I'm able to get this video out, I will try my best to get it out. But I had sent it to a lot of people. And you got to ask yourself, if it's not real, what's really going on? Hello. And I'm not talking about no conspiracy stuff, folks. I'm talking about when you're dealing with the demon back here, there is no holds barred. There is no stopping. There's agendas. And there are people and places to pass things off of people. And that's why the book tells you to gird up your loins, to get tight. This is wartime. This ain't time to be weak. Black people, I'm going to throw this in here. Until we're able to get together as husband and wife, man and woman, king and queen, and raise our children, that's a strong family. But as long as we continue to call law enforcement people on one another, because we're out here double dipping, booty calling it, and you get caught, a suspicion you getting caught of it, man or woman, or let me say male or female, because real men and real women don't do that. Then we're having children, not married. They're becoming bastard children, and we thinking it's blissful. We can't wait to get in the club and just have a good time. We've been shut in so long. I got to let myself loose. I got to go out. I got to find me something to deal with this down here. And if you're thinking like that, that means you don't have the spirit with you. And a lot of folks are scared to get with him. That's why we're in the condition that we're in. That's how some of us can get bombarded with stuff, get bamboozled with stuff. Because we want to do our own thing that has the demon seal of approval on it and not his. So we're doing all this stuff out here. We can't wait to get back doing what we're doing. Pretty nails and hairs and stuff. And keep in mind, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Again, we don't have the cure where we can get access to it. Hello? We don't have a vaccine where we can get access to it. We don't know where it's going to spring up, but it's still happening. Death tolls are still going up, and we're just out here just spending money. Going out here just because it's nice and warm and pretty. Folk, there is something greater. And then you don't realize it until you caught up into the net or the nooses around your neck. Then you looking panicking and frantic, like, who gonna save me? It's too late then. There are a few people out here trying to warn folks, hey, keep your mind open. Stack your money back, sit still, don't move until he moves. But see, a lot of people ain't operating with him. We operating with him. Because if you think about I'm operating on myself, I'm grown, I do what the hell I want to do, that's demonic. And that's with the demon. Your steps are not ordered by him. I'm going to keep on throwing it on heavy. A lot of folks ain't going to like it. And some folks going to be finding, let me see what's going on. Share this video. Because there is something greater. When you have a worldwide situation going on, what caused this movement? Folks, there's a lot of propaganda out here. And if something look good enough to convince you and it sells, then they got you. We need to sit still but we're too busy trying to go make a dollar. We're too busy trying to pay a bill. We're too busy to try to go out here and buy some clothes. And we're too busy trying to get into a restaurant to eat. And it's all physical. Nothing spiritual whatsoever. But when death comes at an abundance, at a multiplied rate, then we're caught. It seemed like the rug had been slid right up on our feet, and now we're falling with nobody to catch us. Well, you should be catching yourself with him. But see, this is going to fall on some deaf ears out here. Hello? Because that's what the demon wants to happen. Anytime there's positive information going to make you stronger, to bring you out of this blue pill into the red pill, to open your mind up and see what's going on out here. Hey, man, we ain't in Kansas right here. No, we somewhere else. All I'm saying, folks, slow the hell down. I'm going to say it like that. Slow the hell down. You're moving too fast. We so offended. Let me get this black thing. We so offended on another race mistreating us. And we ain't taking care of ourselves. Again, until we start getting out here and getting engaged and start marrying one another, not being afraid to get in relationships, especially when they're operating off of him. You take our children 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, whether they're man or woman, little kids in the house. And you, woman, I'm talking to you, and you think that all they need is you, is a mama figure. That's all they need. You're tripling your kids. You're crippling them. And you're killing them. They don't get a chance to see the other part that he created for them to see. And you're hindering that. Oh, yeah. Because for some strange reason, you feel you can do this by yourself. Who told you that? The demon. He ain't telling you that. Yeah, you can do bad by yourself. But when it comes to a point in time, you looking for a way or the way to do something with somebody, a king, he gonna show you a way. But what you're going to do, you ain't ready for him. So what you're going to do, you're going to downplay it. And then you're going to put a noose around your children's neck. Because it's all about you now. Where you get that from? The demon. Nobody want to hear this, but I'm telling the truth, though. Your children need to learn from a king and queen. Not just you. They need to see a man, a king in that house, operating. And you're not giving them the chance to do that because you got so much fear in you. I smell so much fear in our black people. We can't stand tall. We can't stand together as a family till we quit calling the police on one another. Quit trying to outdo somebody out here. Quit this gang activity stuff. We can't talk. We can't even come together. We can't get upset about another race doing us wrong out here. What we complaining about? Well, it might be me next time. It might be. Where's your protector? Your provider? And what are we putting our stock in? I got to get out of here. What, are we putting our stock in him or our little funky money? A job? Few rags? A little dwelling place? A shack? A $3.8 million shack? Hello? A $1,700 car note? Come on, folks. Is that what we see? Once we think we got control of what we can do, then we all right. But once we don't have no control of ourselves, oh, then we want to call on him. Because we don't need him right now. I got this thing under control. Black folks, you better wake up. A lot of you all are asleep out here. You're going to try to operate your life without him. And I ain't pushing nothing. But I am pushing some knowledge. Because a lot of folks are falling asleep. They're getting rocked to sleep like a baby out here. And it's right in front of your face and you're not seeing it. And when somebody reveals some things to you, you can't believe it. And it's called truth. A lie gonna lay down. The truth gonna stand up all the time. What you really believing in out here? Who's guiding you? Hello, is it yourself or is it him or is it the demon? And if it's yourself, then you operating with the demon. Folks, there's something serious coming. We ain't ready. We're not ready. I keep saying this and saying this. We need to sit still. Sit the hell still. And wait on him. We're moving too fast. Everybody doing the same thing? Wow. I wonder how that come to be. There's agendas and there's programs and there's philosophy out here. And if you ain't walking with him, ain't talking with him, you're going to get caught up into the quicksand. And every time you move, you're going to sink. And there's no lifeline for you to pull yourself out. Because you're in the quicksand, it's too late for you already. Stay up out here, folks. I'm trying to drop some knowledge on some people. Watch what we're looking at. Watch what we're seeing. Analyzing what we're seeing. Quit jumping off to conclusions of what we think we're seeing. Somebody say seeing is believing. That's a lie. He said, without faith it's impossible to please him. So a lot of things that he do, you're not going to see. That's why I say I believe in the impossible. Because he makes it possible. Slow down out here, folks. We're dying to get back here looking pretty for who and what I do not know, black women. That's because you don't have a leader in your home. You're like a bunch of rabbits out here running in the field ready to get shot down. And when some get wounded, you're going to look around, you're going to see a bunch of your friends get wounded. They laying there bleed. You can't help them because they bleeding out there. Because you're trying to find cover for yourself. Because you're running. You didn't realize you're going to get caught up in a snare and a trap. Oh, it's a pretty big field out there. Plenty of food out there. And now you're seeing your friends go down. And they taking their last breath, and you're not trying to be the next victim, the next casualty. But how did you get to that spot? You know how? By not waiting on him. Seek ye first the kingdom, Vasilia, and he will add everything to what you need. And right through here, we need some knowledge, folks. We don't need clothes. We don't need a bunch of money. We don't need all these hairdos and fingernails. We don't need, folks, it's something coming greater. And it's going to sneak up on you. In fact, they might just roll it all out on you. And you, by the time you try to focus on it, you ain't going to understand. It's going to be too late. Set still, people. I do like the book said, whoa, set still. We moving too fast. Gather yourself. The war you think is coming ain't coming. It's already here. It's just been activated very slowly. Very slowly. And when the full measure comes, you're not going to be able to stand. Some of you women out here with no men out here, you're not going to be able to stand. You don't have a king in your home. Who told you that? You listen to the demon again. We don't want to operate off of him. We want to do our own thing. And I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be like in the last day. He going to laugh at you. Being foolish. Just taking every wind of doctrine. Everything that we see, we taking it for the truth. And the truth is right in front of you. Put it up to him and analyze it. A lot of folks are going to miss what I'm saying. A lot of folks are going to try to tune me out. But until you smell death, then it's too late. Folks, stand down and stand still and wait on him. There is something greater. We're moving too fast. Sit our butts down. What the hell we moving so fast for? What we trying to do? What we trying to get back to? There's something greater coming and we're not ready. Share this video, folks. I try not to take up too much of your time. I'm trying to do all I can to make you aware of what's going on. Because we're trying to get back to a pathetic lifestyle that don't mean nothing. We're reacting off of emotions and feelings. That's what somebody wants us to do. That ought to catch you here the next time.